A local pumpkin farm took extreme measures to save its crop from this summer's extreme drought. Our TV6 reporter Tanya Spencer has the story from Stony Creek Farm in Hamilton County.
Despite Indiana's extreme drought, there are plenty of pumpkins in the field this year, but it took a whole lot of work to get them here.
This is not your typical pumpkin patch field. Nothing much about us is typical.
It's not typical to see pumpkins growing in between Christmas trees. It's also not typical how Stony Creek Farm had to grow this year's pumpkin crop.
The first time in 40 years we had to actually start the pumpkins in pots in the greenhouse because there was just not enough moisture to germinate the seeds.
Once germinated, the real work began. Employees spent 2 weeks moving the pumpkins from the greenhouse to the 10-acre field, then had to hand water them until recent rains finally came.
Well, if we hadn't gotten them in the greenhouse and gotten started, we wouldn't have had a crop at all.
Owner Lauren Schmierer says thanks to their efforts, they have nearly as many pumpkins as usual.
They're all green yet, but they'll be orange for October.
Some other farms may not be so lucky, meaning there could be an overall shortage of the fruit this fall.
Prices will be up somewhat to compensate for the extra labor and the shortage, but there should be plenty. We'll just have to hunt a little bit farther to find them.
The picking here at Stony Creek Farm begins September 29th and goes through October 31st. Reporting in Noblesville, Tanya Spencer, RTV6.
As for their Christmas tree crop, the older trees are doing fine, but they did lose some of the trees they planted this year.